What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ for December 26, 2011. For in honor of tonight's World Junior opening game for the USA, I'm going to focus in on Team USA captain and Las Vegas native Jason Zucker, product of the National Team Development Program, like so many great American players these days are. Plays for the University of Denver, Minnesota Wild second-round pick in 2010. He's a guy I thought should have gone much higher. Should have been top 20 pick. Because of his two-way acumen, his speed, and his offensive ability. We'll talk about that a lot. And one thing I really think stands out about him is this will be his third World Junior for the U.S. He was on the gold medal winning squad at 17 in 2010. And, as a bottom six forward and penalty killing specialist, really uses speed and forechecking ability to the benefit of the U.S. Only had 2 goals, no assists in those 7 games, but was a critical part of the gold medal winning team. Guy like him that'll block shots, take hits, make hits, and ultimately cycle the puck and create healthy opposition. Whether or not you score is almost irrelevant with a guy like that because of what he can do. You wear down the other team's defenseman with that. It's always pretty good. But last year was WCHA Rookie of the Year. His freshman year at Denver, had 45 points in 40 games, and was one of the nation's top goal scorers with 23 goals in those 40 games. He's got the speed to burn at the outside. He's not overly big. He's 5'11", and about 175 pounds. But he can create turnovers with his speed. He pressures defensemen, and he's a capable defensive player. Something you don't see too often. A player at that age, 18, 19 years old, being able to grasp the defensive concepts of the game, which is something you really helps your stock getting into professional hockey. Was drafted in the second round, like I said, in 2010 by the Wild. Should have been a top 20 pick, I think. And I think a lot of teams are going to regret that. I look at the guys that were taken ahead of them and where they've ended, what they've done so far. And I understand we're, a year and a half away from that draft, so there's still plenty of time for all those guys to prove themselves. But, in this year at Denver, he's got 24 points in 18 games. And he's on a similar pace as he was last year. And last year also played in the World Juniors and had 1 goal in 4 games. He was hurt during the tournament, and that hurt his production. He was still on a bottom 6 role. But this year, as a first-line left wing and team captain, I look for him to have a huge role on and off the score sheet. Like I said, he impacts games in ways that you really can't record statistically. He's going to forecheck and create turnovers that are going to create scoring chances. Whether or not those lead to points directly for him is almost irrelevant because, like I said, he can just do so much out there. And, his speed, he's one of the fastest players in Team USA. He's got a burn defenseman, and like I said, he's still a capable penalty killer, and his two-way acumen, back checking will create turnovers and lead to missed scoring opportunities to the opposition. I think he's going to have a huge tournament. I'm looking for him to have 6-7 points this tournament and really be a key part of the success enjoyed by this U.S. team. I think it'd be pretty cool to have 3 straight medals in 3 World Juniors, both for the U.S. and for Zucker. He's a guy that how awesome would it be if he won 2 gold medals? That'd be unreal. The U.S. had only won 1 in the tournament's history, and he has a very, very good chance to win 2. So, and I look for him to be. I think I'll sign him in Minnesota at the end of the season. I think he's ready for the NHL. I think when you play a pro-style game at that age, you're ahead of the curve. The biggest thing with developing young players is getting them to learn the nuances of defensive zone hockey, defensive zone awareness, and how to play without the puck. But he's got that down pat. That's his forte. The offense is almost an added bonus. And he's putting up great offensive numbers like that. How this kid, I think he's going to be a top 6 forward in the NHL. I think he's got that kind of upside. And Minnesota's got one of the best records in the NHL this year, and they've got a deep prospect pool with guys like him, Team USA teammate Charlie Coyle, Michael Granlund for the Finnish World Junior team, Zach Phillips of St. John Sea Dogs. They've got all these great young forwards coming up through the system, and they've got great NHL forwards right now. It's like, wow, they've really done a great makeover in the last 18 months that's got them set for the short, medium, and long term. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can develop in the state of hockey. And like I said, this is a kid that's from a non-traditional hockey market. He's from Las Vegas, Nevada. When you think of Vegas, you don't think of hockey. You think of gambling and strippers and the movie The Hangover. Strippers and cocaine. But I'm really impressed with what he's done. And USA, I think it's also a testament to USA Hockey that developing kids from these non-traditional hockey markets. You see kids from California and Florida on World Junior teams. I understand I'm biased towards the Massachusetts kids because I'm born and bred Masshole, but it's great to see the game developing in these markets for long-term sustainability of the NHL in these markets. I.e. Phoenix, the Panthers, got teams like that. But also, you want to see kids playing all over the world because it's a great game that develops great habits on and off the ice. So I think Jason Zucker will really represent our country well at this tournament and represent the good people of Las Vegas and non-traditional hockey markets everywhere very well, both in this tournament and later on down the road in his professional hockey career. That's it for the Power Play of CJ Player Profile and Jason Zucker. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the World Junior Tournament.